All right, Coach, obviously a tight game as it's always been with Baylor, not the result you wanted, but give me your overall thoughts on the game.
Well, I thought Sarah threw well enough to win the game. I still think we needed to make better adjustments at the plate, and I thought we played some really solid defense. We made a lot of nice plays, especially late in the game, but when you get later in the season, you can't keep making those same mistakes like we made at the plate. So tough one for us, but yeah, we'll see what happens on Sunday.
Coach, what makes it so difficult to face Aaliyah on the circle? It was the third complete game she threw against you guys.
She is fearless. I think just her mentality alone, we took a couple of her pitches, hit them pretty hard, even some of her better pitches, and then she's like, so what? Gets back out there. I think that's her ability to throw 3 different speeds, and be fearless and get some aggression out at the plate when she wants to as well.
Sona, tell me about that at-bat there that tied the game up there with the 2-run homer.
I feel like any other at-bat, my only goal when I go into the box is just to be on time and see the pitch that we're looking for. So that's all I did. Never trying to swing too big or do anything more than I need to. Of course, I always want to have Sarah's back when I go into the box. That's another big motivation for me because she throws so many incredible games. So.
Did you know it was gone the moment it hit the bat?
A bit, yeah. And then at one point I thought I was gonna hit the top of the fence and I just had faith. It was on the line, so I mean it felt like it was going over, but the low liners you never really know. So.
Sarah, obviously getting the start. How'd you feel out there? First ever game for the program in the Big 12 tournament in Oklahoma City. How'd you feel out there?
I think it was a fun game to play. They just won the game. They scored more runs than we did. I think the team looked great, like Coach Bear said, on defense, and just needed some more timely hitting from the team and myself. But yeah, I had fun out there.
Sarah, do you feel like it's bad luck? It's 10 one-run losses this season for you guys?
I mean, I think the game doesn't know who's supposed to win, so we just have to do a better job with the little things. But nothing is little, but just doing a better job checking all the boxes and not just like looking past things. Yeah.
Coach, your first year in the Big 12, you finished 30-23. How much do you really reflect on the season coming in with the expectations of a new conference?
I mean, I think that considering everything that we went through from injury at the very first game, we had 3 injuries that really hit our lineup pretty tough for a while there, and battling and figuring things out. And like you said, 10 one-run ball games, and some of those one-run ball games were against number 1, 2, and 3 in the country. And for us, just being grinders and getting through it, I'm proud of what they've done. I don't think that the results are actually what the results show aren't what I'm going to really take away from it, because we showed up every day working hard and sticking together, and so yeah, don't know if that answered your question, but that's what I got for you.
Coach, obviously you know this stadium, what it means to the sport. For this program to play a game here, long term, what does that mean to have that experience, playing in this stadium, which is what every player, coach ever wants to be a part of?
Yeah, I think it's just a great experience because for some people it was the first time playing. I mean, not the first time stepping on the field because we brought them out here earlier in the year so that we would get over the oohs and ahs of that. But just to make it a tradition to get out here, not just for the conference tournament, but later on in season. I know UCF has been scratching the surface, and again, people might think that this is a down year for us, but we had one of the toughest schedules in the country, and we weren't afraid of anybody, and we played against anybody. And so I think knowing that and knowing we're still coming out with a winning record is I think that's a win in itself. So be able to play here at the field in this park and have that experience, and especially for a lot of our youngsters, it's going to mean a lot. moving forward, and hopefully we make it more traditional.
You got 9 top 50 wins, top 40 RPI. You mentioned top 25 schedule strength, toughest schedule in the country. What would you want to say to the committee about your team?
Yeah, I think looking at, you know, not only the schedule and the wins against top 50, but where we've competed, and we've been one hit away in a lot of really close games against some of the best. You know, the winner of the SEC, we're a swing away from putting that game away, and then like I said, 1, 2, 3 in our conference, even 4. Yeah, I think I guess if you call it luck, it's better to be lucky sometimes. If a ball drops in a different way, we get a call to go our way, you know, 1 or 2 runs fall through, and we are on the winning side. So I hope they look at the whole body of work, our entire season, where we've played, the travel that we did, you know, playing in Clearwater and in the Marienetter. Not a lot of teams did that, but we did, and we took some hits because of it. The travel, the times that we played, we were playing at like 3 a.m. Eastern time, back to back after traveling across the country. That's not easy. So I do think this team's prepared, and it's time for things to fall in line for us.